What's going on YouTube? My name is Diesel and today we are back in the Black Watchmen. Diesel, Agent Diesel, shaken not stirred. How you doing folks? Good, good. We moved on to Mission 7, Local Death. Our sheriff contact is dead. Investigate the circumstances of his death. Now this one was a little bit of a time sink. I ain't gonna lie. Gotta do a lot of wiki searches. You have to start breaking out the Photoshop, aka GIMP, what have you. As you know, if you don't know what GIMP is, and you don't feel like spending the money for Photoshop, GIMP is a free program from Google. You can go ahead and download it. Just type GIMP into Google. Do not click on the guy in a tight black latex suit. Just warning you. Throwing that out there. So, let's hop on into Mission 7, Local Death. I've already completed it, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you.
The first thing to set in was the heat cramps. We were drenched in sweat. It became harder and harder for some to keep moving. Truth be told, I wanted to leave the stragglers. When they started falling...
We regret to inform you that our contact, Sheriff Taylor, was killed by the dust storm anomaly.
Well,
however, he was able to record the events leading up to his death. Investigate Sheriff Taylor's last report for possible leads in the case.
falling to their knees and refusing to go on, I wanted to leave them to die. They were holding the rest of us back, and we'd been gone for so long. I doubt anyone would miss them.
Well, alright then. Kind of dour, don't you think there, pal? Damn, son. Alright, yeah, alright. Okay, so, final shot. A photograph was taken from the sheriff's camera during the attack. Identify the strange symbol with the digital artifacts on the image. Stop now. Ah. So we should pop this in, we show this in browser, and they also give us a couple hints. So we have a word that is 5 letters and 4 letters. Boom. So, oh, I have to do some updates here apparently on my computer. So this is the bad boy that we have to try and figure out what this white John is right here. So, hop into your Photoshop. Oh, that's for later. That's a later part of the mission. Alright, so what you have to do for this particular image. If you just take this image and then do a reverse Google search image, you're going to get a bunch of empty stadiums. For real. Because of the red, they're going to think that this is like a stadium, and then you have the green and the blue, and it automatically gives you a bunch of empty like track and field stadiums because of the colors. So what you have to do is you have to get rid of all this. Now how do you get rid of all this? It's actually pretty easy, okay? Take your quick selection tool over here in your Photoshop. I'm not sure what it is in GIMP because I don't have GIMP. And just you can either outline it, or you can just do a quick selection tool like me here, because I'm lazy. I'm a lazy guy. Now you hit your Alt key, that should give you the minus, and then this will allow you to kind of just form a little toy, like a Toiger notch around here. Now of course you will have some mistakes here. You just gotta fill it back in there. Ain't no big thing. Chicken wing, know what I'm saying. Boom, boom, boom. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. We're just making sure that you are wrapped up tweet. Okay. Move you around here. Good, 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 good. Nice. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be kind of on the level here. Good stuff. Okay. Now we go to File, New. And you can make it for all my thumbnails, it's just a basic background color black. 1920 by 1080, 300 DPI because I'm a baller. And then we take this and we grab our pointer tool, our mover tool, our cutter tool. Lift it up, drag it, bring it over to here, and boom. Now we'll take our filler tool, the one with the big paint can, just fill it in, make sure the color is white. Why's it gotta be white, yo? Just because it's easier to see, no offense. And we just fill this bad boy in. Boom, 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 boom. Until it is nice and white on the stark black contrasty area here, so that it is easier for a Google search to know exactly what it is. Now, of course, this is not perfect. It's not pretty. It doesn't have to be. It just has to look the part. So, to kind of like minimize the issues, you can go ahead and you can just Let's just make this image. We'll cut it in here, and then we'll take this. We'll just move this bad boy into here. Get the check mark. Boom. And then you can save that image right there. Now let's head over to our Google image search. And it brings up literally pages of people. For some reason, there's a band called Necronomidol on Twitter that apparently uses this image, and there are a couple fans of the band. So you got to go searching for it. And on page 4 is where I found this little bad boy, Elder Sign, on Tumblr, which is crazy. And then you go ahead and click this image, and there's the image right there. Okay, it's right there. Now this will come into play a little later on for you, so make sure you save this image as well. This whole bad boy, this whole shebang-a-bang for you. It'll come into play. I'll show you that in a second. So, Elder Sign. Okay. And it fits. Oh, isn't that convenient? Oh, the final shot. The final shot. Come on now. A photograph was taken from the sheriff's camera during the attack. Gotcha. Back to mission. Alright, let's spin you around. Let's get all spin-a-roo. Now, this is the one that kind of made me hurt inside my head. Hurt inside my brain. Okay? Use the transcript of the sheriff's final radio message to identify the entity that attacked him. Okay? So it gives you this little layout here of the final transmission of a radio contact between the Sheriff Taylor and Quinn, one of our agents. And it's scurry. Okay, audio log of radio exchange at 2032 CST 11:25:15 between Sheriff Taylor, asset blah 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 blah, and Agent Quinn, asset concerns death of Taylor and description of his attacker. Taylor, this is Taylor reporting in. I'm in a position within the storm. Over. You don't have to do the over. You don't have to do the. It already does that. Gotcha. Over. Stop doing that. Quinn, understood. Try to get some photos of anything unusual you see. If you get the movie reference, you'll understand. It's Saving Silverman. Over. Will do. Over and out. 5 minutes and 34 seconds. Pause. Oh, shit. Come in, Taylor. Over. Okay, I'll stop. There is something here. Hold on. 15-second pause. I think I got a photo of it. I will send it over straight away. The dust is really heavy right now. Not sure if I got a good shot. Over. Just messing around. Understood. You can describe what you saw? Over. Sure, I got a decent look at it. It looks like a child. A little bald, wrinkly, dried up child. Like the body we found, only smaller. Over. I'm in the back of the refrigerator. I'm searching there first. Found some spaghetti. Over. I was messing around. Saving Silverman. Dope movie. Funny. Very good. Anything else? This is good. We need as much detail as possible to ID this thing. Over. Yes, it had these, well, they look like sharp little hands. No, more like claws. Yeah, it had these claws. Oh god, it's back. Sound of movement. What the? I can't move. I can't. What the? What's happened? Taylor? Taylor? Come in, Taylor. Audio ends. Alright. So, this is the Elder Sign. You could type in bald, wrinkly, child, claw hands, and let me just kind of show you what that brings up here. Small, child, bald, wrinkly hands, wrinkly, claw hands. Nothing. Nothing. Elder Sign. Edler Sign. That's wrong. Because I'm a moron. It's early. It's super early. It brings up ectodermal dysplasia. And then you're like, okay, what's this about? Oh my god! Not a single disorder. I'm sorry, I apologize. I know it's a very big issue. Derived from abnormalities in ectostructures, but this gives you nothing. This gives you nothing, nothing, and nothing. Let's just get rid of that guy. Sorry, the kid. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Now, the Elder Sign, if you just rock a wiki on the Elder Sign. Elder Sign is an icon of the Cthulhu mythos, whose stories described it as a form of protection against evil forces. Although not described in Lovecraft's work, he illustrated it in correspondence as a line with 5 branches. Mythos writer August Derle described the sign as a warped 5-pointed star with a flaming pillar, or eye, in its center, and it is interpretation which has become the most popular in subsequent mythos literature. Now, you can go down here, and then you can also type it, like, go ahead and you rock in to the signs here. I saw the sign. Okay, probably. Who's the asshole? Okay, who's the asshole who wrote this wiki? Probably. Them was the old one signs. Oh, it's a quote. I was like, who in their right mind would just write probably? You're missing two letters. 2 letters. That's all you need. Probably them was the old one signs. When you go in the old ones, and apparently it has a whole bunch of demons and Yog Sothoth. But the thing about this mission is that it gives us 7 and 6. 2 words that we need. 7 and 6. 7 letters, 6 letters. And nothing's coming up here, man. I was getting really frustrated. And then Dungeons and Dragons and shit comes into play, and Warhammer, and I was like, okay. Babylon 5, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So let's go back. Now, we also have the Lurker and the Threshold, Elder Signs, and it just has like old ones, deep ones. Old ones are the demons, or the protectors of the earth and wind and fire. Not like the band. And then you have the deep ones, which are apparently the demons or something that protect the ocean, and the old ones are like kind of like not cool with the deep ones, but you know, they have like a mutual respect for each other kind of deal. I don't know, I didn't read too much into it. But the Cthulhu mythos, so you click on that bad boy and it brings us to histories and first stages and Shoggoths and like Dareless elemental classifications, and it has a whole bunch of different things, and none of these are it. Like Earth, you go like the Frohharsegarten, and then I'm like, oh my god, there's just way too many things here for me to even reference. But if you do go back to the original Elder Signs page and just look over here, I was basically like scamming over a lot of this stuff. The Elder Sign as handwritten by Lovecraft in 1930 letter to Clark Ashton Smith. I'm like, well, who's that guy? Clark Ashton Smith. January 13th, 1893, August 14th, 1961, as a self-educated American poet, sculptor, painter, and author of fantasy, horror, and science fiction short stories, he achieved early local recognition largely through the enthusiasm of George Sterling. For traditional verse in the vein of Swinburne, as a poet, Smith is grouped with the West Coast Romantics alongside Ambrose Bierce, Joaquin Miller, Sterling, Nora May, French, and remembered the last of the great Romantics, and the Bard of Auburn. Yes. Smith was one of the big 3 of weird tales, along with Robert E. Howard and H.P. Lovecraft, where some readers objected to his morbidness and violation of pulp traditions. It has been said of him that nobody since Poe has so loved a well-rotted corpse. Oh, he's a good guy right there. Look at him. Quite the poet. Yes. Now, you can actually figure out what is going down. It shows you like a mid-late career. It doesn't give you any of the stories of the demons that you're looking for in this at all. It has a Cthulhu mythos in here, but it does give you the actual stories in here that you need to find. And I did not know that at the time, because I was like, oh shizzle, I don't know what's going on. So I was getting frustrated. I was clicking on a bunch of stuff. So I was like, well, we're looking for like a dust demon or a dust, something that's in the dust, something bad is in the dust. And it has to do with the Elder Sign. So I just typed in Lovecraft, Elder Sign, dust, and you know, things man was not to roll, the Elder Sign review, and it just gives you a review of something, and then it's a board game. Elder Sign, Arkham Horror. It's another mentioned Dream Quest. It's a Dream Quest. I need to apparently update my computer here. Not update. It needs some updates here. So I was getting really in my mind. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on here. But I typed in Clark Ashton Smith, Elder Sign, dust. And I was like, okay, Wikipedia, rock and rolling. But then I saw inside of one of these, it's like, aha, Clark Ashton Smith, just the Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Clark Ashton Smith, Tales, Mail 1935, The Treader of the Dust. Weird Tales, August 1935. And he apparently wrote in, like I said, it's right down here in his Wikipedia, weird fiction from 1926 to 1935, The Treader of the Dust. Yes. So, I typed in a wiki, Treader of the Dust, Clark Ashton Smith. First line, the olden wizards knew him and named him Quetzalcoatl Utaeus. Seldom he is revealed, for the dwelleth beyond the outermost circle in the dark limbo of unsphered time and space. Dreadful is the word that calleth him, though the word be unspoken, save in thought. For Quetzalcoatl is ultimate corruption, and the instant of his coming is like the passage of many ages, and neither flesh nor stone may abide his treading, but all things crumble beneath it, atom from atom. And from this, some have called him the Treader of the Dust, the testaments of Carnamagos. But check this out, Quetzalcoatl Utaeus, I don't know how to say that. 7 letters, 6 letters, what's up? Let's go ahead and we'll copy that. That'll work, I think. It sure will. Now, you can either do the Photoshop genre for this next one. Agent Quinn received a bizarre burn during the investigation of Sheriff Taylor's death. Identify the marks. So right now, it only gives us a picture of the. Gives us this. As soon as the dust storm ended, I rushed to Sheriff Taylor's last reported position. I found his car, empty, parked beside the road. There was no sign of his body. When I put my hands on the roof of the car to look inside, I burned both palms, and it left a bizarre mark on both hands. Using gloves, I examined the vehicle, but there were no signs of distress or damage. I will continue to investigate for further clues. Agent Quinn. And the burn mark is right in here. I have it in my browser. Alright, so she has, or he, I don't know who Agent Quinn is. I'm always thinking like Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, so I always think like Agent Quinn's a woman. But it looks like these are look like men's hands. If those are female hands, someone needs to go see a doctor. Well, they already need to see a doctor. You got a bad burn. But the burn looks like it's a circle with arrows pointing out. Now, we have seen this image before. In the very first search for the Elder Scrolls. See? Damn you, Bethesda. Elder Sign Tumblr is where we got the original, or I got it anyway. On the 4th page of when you type in the search, or not type in, you just do a reverse image search on Google for this little stem here. And boom, that's exactly the image. But then if you just save this and do a reverse Google image search on this will give you like some Adidas stuff. Like, all right, get your Adidas wear. I'm like, what? So you have to hop back into Photoshop. Now you can do all kinds of craziness. You can actually just, you can clip this out. You can mush these together, and then mush these hands together, and then kind of like blacken this image to get this logo. You're still going to get the same image logo that I got right here. Okay. So let's break out this bad boy, and all you really have to do in order to get a very good Google reverse image search is just put this bad boy in here. Boom, boom, save that bad boy, and then you go ahead and you do yourself a reverse Google image search, upload an image, choose a file, yeah, and when you get the Elder Wheel, that's what I called it. I don't know what I called it, the Elder Wheel, and it's just like a wheel. And boom, Symbol of Chaos. Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Symbol of Chaos originates from the Michael Moorcock. Who doesn't like Moorcock? Eternal Champion stories. In them, the Symbol of Chaos compromises 8 arrows in a radial pattern. In contrast, the Symbol of Law is a single upright arrow. It is also called the Arms of Chaos, the Arrows of Chaos, the Chaos Star, the Chaos Cross, the Chaos Sphere, the Symbol of 8. Lots of chaos. Lots and lots of chaos. But Symbol of Chaos looks like that will even fit. And boom. You have yourself a completed mission. Mission 7, Local Death. Very good. Very nice. What's our next mission looking like? Mission 8, Under the Sand. Under the sand, under the sand. Under the sand, under the sand. Yes, it gets hotter under the... No, okay, I don't know the rest of the words. But folks, With the target identified, we must now find the best way to combat the threat. Oh, we're going to war, son, and that'll be in the next mission coming up in another episode, folks. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead, hit like. It helps my channel out ever so much more than you know. And if you enjoyed it a whole lot, go ahead, hit subscribe. New videos are coming out every single day, every single week, folks. Have a great day, afternoon, evening, good night. Peace out, like, shout, y'all, and I will check you out right here again in the Black Watchmen next time.